Hey, welcome back to our podcast.
We kind of have an announcement today, I guess.
Yeah, we came up with our podcast name, and we actually really like it, and we'll kind of go behind the scenes and let you know what our thought process was about it. But our new podcast name will be the Open Road Podcast. Yeah.
The open road is like, we're all on this journey, us, the audience, and at this point, life is just an open road. It's like you go down your path, you're trying to find your way, whether it's in business, whether it's in relationships, friendships, and as you get to the different paths of life, there's, are we going to go left? Are we going to go right? Where to go, travel, what to see, who you find along the way. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's what our podcast really is. It's just a journey along the way. Wherever we are, we're going to share it because there's always someone like ahead of you in something. There's always someone behind you in something. So we can always all learn from each other.
Yeah, I think everybody wants to strive and be better than they were yesterday. So the Open Road Podcast just kind of goes through those daily live situations. It goes through, your goals, and which we'll be talking about today. It kind of just goes through a lot of those type of scenarios and what we're doing and what we're going to end up doing throughout this whole podcast is inspiring others to get to their levels as well as us processing and progressing in ours.
Yeah. I love that summary. We had a couple different ideas. We did what we love to do to kind of decide things. We went on a hike with our dog Iris. We talked about some options, what made sense, because I feel like I'm always thinking on the move instead of like thinking stagnant. So that's how we came up with it. And it's also fun because as we were on the hike, we were like, embodying what the Open Road Podcast is as we were figuring it out and deciding it and thinking like, oh, it'd be so cool if one day we could do this. Like dreaming big with it and then like bringing it back to where we are now and like going forward.
And a possible thing that we'll probably put in the near future podcast based on our podcast being the Open Road Podcast is actually driving and talking on there with the podcast, with you guys listening, and kind of go through, as Sarah said, that we love talking while we're doing something, while we're walking, while we're driving. We have our best conversations, so we want to take you on that road and on that trip as well.
And like, come on, we all know there's how many podcasts now?
So many.
So many. And so many of them are going the direction of, like, glorified media, news, like interview, everybody's cozy on the couch, which I liked at first. I was like, oh, we got to be on the couch, we got to be cozy. But also this does give us a little differentiation of we're on the go, more like we're not just in the studio like spitting our ideas and bringing in guests necessarily. We're trying to capture more of like life on the move, on the go, and bring that as something different. Just because you have to differentiate yourself if there's so many podcasts now, and like it would be silly to just do the same thing everybody else is doing, copy paste, because And
now, don't get us wrong, we do love a lot of those that do sit down and talk, because when we are relaxing, that's like our best moments where we can like look at podcasts and hear what other people are saying. So we're not saying there's nothing wrong with that at any point. We just want to differentiate ourselves in that way. I don't know how to say that word. But we just want to like separate ourselves from everybody else and do something that we enjoy doing, and hopefully you guys love listening to it as well.
So welcome to the Open Road Podcast. Subscribe. Wait, it's kind of funny that that's your ringtone.
I know, that's a motorcycle.
As we're on the open road, whoosh, a motorcycle moves by you. They probably couldn't even hear it because we got the mics.
We're loud.
But cool.
But yeah, let's go ahead and dive into what we're talking about today, which will be our 2026 goals. Which there's a lot of them, but we'll just kind of narrow it down to our top ones that we want to like achieve and succeed inside. So, without further ado, Sarah, why don't you go ahead and get it started?
Okay. I always think about this time of year. I think everyone does. Thinks about setting goals. Oh, the new year. Oh, 2026. Okay, what did I do in 2025? What did I actually accomplish? What did I want to accomplish but didn't? Things like that. So there's definitely a couple categories of like finance, wellness, like career, hobbies / creative projects. But I guess I'll start with the specific one that we talked about yesterday.
All right.
Okay. That when we were talking about our episode. But so basically, like, I've been fine-tuning my budgets this year and figuring out, like, okay, where am I spending money? Like, what does that look like? And so I was working on my budget. So I'm kind of updating my budget for like January, February, March, because I have other goals in mind to where I'm like, okay, well, if I cut back on some habits like going out to eat and getting like takeout, fast food, whatever, coffee, and now that I've done a lot of Black Friday shopping,
yeah,
since it's been a whole month, I'm like, okay, if I cut back on shopping, because I like pretty much have everything I need, I don't need anything else right now, for a couple months, how much, based on my budget that I have, how much could I save in those couple months towards some goals like traveling in 2026 and also starting to save for our wedding too. So my concrete goal is to cut back, like I said, and save an extra $500 a month for those 3 months, in which case I'll have saved an extra $1,500 towards that type of stuff that I wouldn't have saved otherwise. And it's not taking away from my other savings and investing goals and things like that, but it's just being more intentional. So that's my goal, my first goal.
So what'd you do to start that? And I know you did it yesterday.
Okay, I haven't done it yet. But I'm going to, because I wanted to make it.
I thought you already did it.
I didn't yet. But the number one thing I'm going to do, I'm waiting until I do my return so I can like scan it.
Yeah, but what about the other ones?
It's the other ones I can do. So this is my number one thing that I'm doing to achieve that goal, which is deleting 10 shopping apps. 10.
Which is crazy to have.
Amazon.
I feel like.
I know, but I bet when people count up theirs, they're going to realize they have more than they thought.
I probably do.
Like
I gotta count mine.
That's the thing. So, deleting 10 shopping apps. Amazon. Abercrombie. I could keep going with all the rest of them, but that gives you a good example. Off my phone, so that I'm just not shopping on them and I'm not adding things to cart and I'm not favoriting things. And we always talked about too, like, it's not about I'm like can't buy anything on Amazon for those whole 3 months because there's a convenience element to it.
Yeah.
Necessities. And it's not about depriving, but it's about intentionality. So I'm going to intentionally download the app and log in and get, our dog's food or whatever. Or I can just go on my laptop and get what I need and then close it and be done with it. So I was going to say too, since I was saying shopping and going out to eat, for other people that maybe like they just have Amazon, but that's not an issue for them because they just go on there, get something, and then, they're not on it all the time. Like food delivery apps. We live somewhere where we're not always on food delivery apps, but if that is a habit and that's like also a goal, deleting all the food delivery apps off your phone? Are you kidding me? Like, that's so...
No, I kind of need that for when I'm on the road. So,
yeah.
and certainly like Uber, DoorDash.
Exactly.
That, I kind of need those.
But I'm saying
like,
for other people...
Hotel life.
For other people listening that are like wanting to do something similar, if you don't, like, if you're a guy and you're not always shopping on Abercrombie and Aerie, but maybe you want to stop ordering stuff every night for dinner and do something else to save the money, then you can delete the apps and, form a new habit, so.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a really good idea. I'm going to look at my apps because Sarah likes to do what we call dry shopping or window shopping. And at night, she loves to browse and show me everything that she's put inside this cart to save and wait for a rainy day. So this will be a really good challenge for her. I think one of mine will be for 2026 goals is to also save as much as we can for our wedding, for vacations and things like that. We have a personal and a couples goal of that, so we're going to be doing our personal things, and we'll take you on a journey of both of those. Another thing that I want to kind of work on that's really big for both of us is health. Health is always up there in that category, so I think we just kind of want to make sure that we're being as healthy as possible. Now, I know I do have this Monster energy drink.
Shout out Monster.
If you do want to sponsor me, sponsor the Open Road podcast, I will not let you guys down.
Oh, he'll be getting Monster.
That's the only thing I'll keep from my health goals.
I know, exactly. Like, for all the traveling that you did last year, a Monster photo in every location.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
It might be coming.
It might be a fun collab.
A lot of my agents on my team, we all be drinking these. So, hey, shout out.
But that aside, keep going with your fitness goal. Or your wellness goal.
Yeah. So just pretty much working out 5 times a week. Just eating the right things. Keeping it simple to the point where it's not being too complex. Because sometimes if it's too complex, you don't feel like doing it. And that's the thing also with shopping. It's like if you're going to go to a place, it takes a lot more energy than picking up your phone and then just ordering it. So it's like, if you do want something, well, I don't really feel like going to the mall. Well, then if you don't feel like going to the mall, you probably shouldn't be ordering it online on your phone.
Exactly.
So you kind of separate that.
And that's something I even did. Like, I already did this, so I'm not doing it as a goal. But I was really into, like, my reading in 2025. And I'm still...
how many books?
30.
31?
Almost 31, yeah. Gotta finish that other one.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so I was really into my reading, and since that was one of my goals, I would just buy the books off Amazon because that was my goal. It wasn't to not buy on Amazon. It was to read. So in order to do that, I made it the easiest that I possibly could, which was just ordering 1 book, 2 books each month on Amazon. But then once I got really into the habit, I literally drove over to the library and signed up for the library card so that way I could buy a couple books that I want every year. But also my primary is not sitting on the couch scrolling for a new book, but literally going to the library. For some reason, the libraries, like, around here, the hours, they're open, like, all the time. It's not like it's only open once or twice a week during the day when we're working. Like, they're open.
A lot of people don't utilize the library, like, back in the day.
But, yeah, so I just started, instead of spending the money on books, like, my bookshelf was filling up also. Boom. Go to the library. If I want a new book, I can go to the library. I can still scroll on the library, like, website and order whatever book I want and to get it picked up at the library near us.
Yeah, and that's also the convenience of it being close to where we are. So it's easier to, like, just go to the library and then order it and go pick it up from there.
Exactly. So it's just, like, adjustments like that, just help, I guess, your habits and your goals.
Yeah, so I think those are some big goals as far as right now. What's a short-term goal for 2026? Because that sounds like more of a long-term with, like, the shopping and everything, even though it is 3 months. But what's something in January that you can work on and just for that month?
Okay, so I am starting it, I think, a little early. But basically, with, like, my phone shopping and all that, I've done different things throughout the years where I'm like, oh, no social media, like, delete the apps off my phone, certain things.
Mm-hmm.
But the latest thing that I'm just experimenting with is like doing black and white mode on my phone for certain times of the day to just kind of like unplug, not be same thing, like doom scrolling or just dopamine scrolling it's more of than doom. Luckily, I'm not in the doom like algorithm right now.
Yeah.
But it's more like dopamine scrolling of like, oh, what did everyone get for Christmas? Like every podcast is doing like a gift guide. Every Instagram is doing a gift guide. I'm like, what about the anti buy more stuff? Like
the Grinch.
The detox guide.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. That would be like a good branding for a detox guide is like Grinch, like, just to. And it's even like something we did today where we cleaned out the pantry. Like, how can I.
And the fridge.
How can I like declutter, clean, release things, shed things first to then open up space for something new and stuff like that. So that's what I'm doing. What are you doing?
Yeah, one of the big things that we talked about yesterday too was not going out to eat as much. So in January, we're planning on a lot more cooking at home. We done a lot of cooking at home in November, obviously for Thanksgiving and all that, but we just kind of really want to work on that savings goal of like not eating out for the month. And we did it before. And we enjoyed it. We saved a good amount of money based off that. So I want to kind of do that for January and see how that goes. And then obviously for our date nights, we'll go out. For December, we're going to kind of start on it a little bit, but Sarah's birthday and everything, traveling and all that will kind of change it a little bit, but we'll still work on it from December going into January. So that's a short-term one for that.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, so if you guys enjoy listening, please give us recommendations on what you guys want to hear, what you guys want to see. Let your friends know, let your family, anything to help support us. We appreciate it. We thank you for listening to us today. Thank you for experiencing our goals, listening to our goals of 2026, short and long. And we are so happy to share that new Open Road podcast with you guys. So thank you so much.
See you next time.